You know it. Try to get the number up before we get started. You up to 3 people, huh? Maybe we get about 5 people in here. We get started, man. I seen there's a bunch of I started at a crazy time because there's some Madden games going on in MLG. You know, some of those users could be in there watching. I know Cal's one of the games is going on right now. But nevertheless, well, shit, I guess we'll get going, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. You know, we'll just let people straggle in. And I just want to kind of go over the conference championship week and congratulate our conference champions this year. I hadn't done a pod in a minute. So one time for TB with Texas State, big shake back win. He had lost to him, I want to say a couple weeks before. Might have been week 13. Yeah, we lost 48-32 that week to him, and then kind of avenged his loss in the big game. Big win, 41-14. Really, not a lot of yards gained, 96 yards rushing. Not a banner day for the offense, but won the turnover battle. One time of possession. Haney didn't have his most efficient day through the air. The run game had a little something. I mean, the averages looked good, but obviously didn't do much for you. You're probably out of the game at this point. You can't really run the ball, but good job by TB. Congratulations, first Pac-12 champion of the cycle. Now he goes into next season. I understand he doesn't really like his quarterback because of the throw power, but we'll see how good, or how he, upgrades him. Let's see if he gets any better. Big time ACC champion, North Carolina Tar Heels. He is fighting to be the national champion. I think this is Washington. I think it's T. Wash or something like that. But he handled business against the computer. Big fourth quarter. Was able to hold on and squeak out of there with a 5-point win. And if I'm not mistaken, he had just beat him again in the playoffs to get where he's one game away from a possible CPU game to win it all. Mensa went crazy in this game, threw the ball 61 times. But he did a good job of stopping the run. On the other side, he threw 4 touchdowns himself. Caleb Jackson, big day. Overall, just a great effort by him to pull off a win against the computer. Congratulations, North Carolina, national champion. This is probably the upset of the cycle thus far, probably. Undefeated Kansas State Wildcats. And probably got to have a conversation about Kansas State, man. Like, my man hasn't been able to pull off the big one. He puts together some really good teams, but this is the first year. Obviously, this is none of his guys. He's doing all this just with a stock roster. So shout out to him. Great start, but a 21-0 lead at halftime. Good, kind of got it going towards the back half of the game. Just not enough time. Kind of ran out of time. The start of the game, I don't remember every detail, but I hope this game disconnected, or is this the whole stat line for these people? Well, either way, I don't remember if that one disconnected or not. But congratulations to the Baylor Bears, Big 12 champions, college football playoff participant, as well as Kansas State. Great season, undefeated regular season. You probably say regular season champs of the league, but it don't work like that. But still made the college football playoff. Definitely probably be one of the top names in the conference to get back to that point next year. But Rod, another last man standing, one game away from a national championship opportunity. Handles business against Oklahoma, 31-27. And may face Oklahoma in the championship. Took a 14-point fourth quarter for him to come back and beat them. Could face Oklahoma or either Oklahoma or LSU in the championship if he can get this win. And as you can see, nothing comes easy around this joint. Nothing at all comes easy. Nick Anderson just had a wonderful day. I seen earlier today. He's getting open all day. But shout out to Ryan. Congratulations, brother. Good luck in your next game here. I think that game is scheduled to be played probably sometime tomorrow or something like that. And Kyle, shout out to Kyle, the #1 team in the country, 12-2. Northwestern Wildcats, 9-0 in conference play, gets a win over Michigan by 8 points. Yeah, man, like locks up Bryce Hunter, kind of contains him, 10-13. I mean, he was doing all right, but it didn't look like he. I'm sure that was tough to do. Yeah, man. Really great season for Kyle, though. Great way to start off with that team. I'm sure he's going to build them boys into a power. But congratulations to all the conference champs. Checking out some of the bowl games, the week 1 bowl games, just highlighting some of the users. Shout out to Marcus Vanderbilt, a 17-10 win against Virginia. Baylor, unfortunately, did make the playoffs, but lost in the 4th round in Death Valley by 7 to LSU. UAB falls to North Carolina. As you said, he's playing for a shot in the national championship, the national semifinal, one of the final 4 teams. Another big win by Kansas State in the playoffs. Beats UCF 28-14. That was a really good game for a good portion of it. Texas State beats Mississippi State 28-7 in the Las Vegas Bowl. TD caps off his season 11-3 and 6-2 in conference play. While our boy, the other TB, 7-6 and 5-4 in conference play. Good season for both. Great season for TB for sure. Terrence, 11 wins with that team is great. Stanford, tough loss. Oof. 40-0 to Ole Miss in the bowl game. That had to hurt. But good season though, man. 7-6, 6-4. You know that guy's gonna get his team right. Pretty soon he'll be ready. Oklahoma State, South Carolina. Great win for TM. 38-28 against Carl. That's Carl's team he lost to too. TM ends the season 7-6. Carl at 8-5. I lost to Carl. TM kind of underachieved with the team, but good season. You make a bowl game, you win your bowl game. Get ready for next year. San Diego State, is that what's my man name? Lights Out. Yeah. Good win against a good opponent, Louisville. 9-4, 5-3 to end the season. well, 9-4 and 5-3 in the Pac-12 to end the year. Fresno State with the Heisman Trophy winner, 9-4, 4-4 on the year. Big bowl win in the Fenway Bowl against Wake Forest. Of course, myself, Houston, 9-4, 6-3. We're kind of disappointed with our season, but at the same time, you know, you take what you can get. 9 wins is good. A big win over James Madison, 38-10. Boise State, big win, 51-14, 7-6 on the year, 5-3 in conference play. And lastly, Dane with Rutgers caps off a great end of season stretch for Dane with a 1-point victory. Looks like a really fun game. 17-3 fourth quarter. It kind of brings it home, but wonderful game and a great way to end the season. And they're ranked. Looks like he was ranked as well. But bowl week 2, Wisconsin, big dub, ends the year 15-0, ranked number 22, 9-4 overall, 7-2 in conference play. Good year for Ratchet. Washington State and Duke. I'm not sure. I can't remember who has Washington State, but shout out to Wazoo, 9-4, 5-3 in conference play. 27-24 win in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Interesting. Rose Bowl. Unfortunate for my man Cal. Couldn't get it done. 26-21 Oklahoma. But, you know, great season. It's the number 1 team in the nation, number 1 seed in the tournament. I know how that was. I was number 1 seed in the first playoff last year. Yeah. Buffhams, okay, got you. But shout out to Cal. Kentucky and Kansas State, a wonderful football game. I'm sure this was not the end score. It was, it ended up being a forced win. You know, the internet kind of fucked up one of the potential game of the year candidates for this cycle. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure they'll lock up a few more times for the end of it. North Carolina and Miami. Shout out to North Carolina, 29-7. Much more commanding victory over Miami this time. And they're 1 win away from the big dance. Pittsburgh and Purdue, great game, Cody. And Pittsburgh is, don't tell me, hold on. I got my phone right here. I'm going to start, you know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh, H2O. Okay, got you. H2O, big win, 31-21. He ends the season 8-5, 5-4 in the year in the conference play. 9-4 for Cody and 6-3 on the year in conference play with Purdue. Cody ends the season ranked. I wonder if he'll stay there after the loss, but we'll see. But I believe that's it for the user games, all our conference and playoff participants. Big game here, biggest game. This is kind of the user national championship right here. You got to go finish the job after this, but definitely going to be a interesting battle here. Oh no, that ain't what I wanted to do. I want to fuck nothing up. But just to be clear, there's nothing set there. But yeah, good this season, everybody. Like, this has been fun. It seemed like it was moving a little slow at times, but let's check out the All-Americans. First team All-American, Sam Levin was the top quarterback in college football this year. A couple user players here. Cedric Alexander, shout out to Marcus. The Heisman Trophy winner, Rayshawn Luke. Nick Harbor, superstar wide receiver. In his last year in college football, 99 speed guy. Justice Lowe at San Diego State. He had UNLV last year and was able to produce some really good wide receivers. And he's kind of continuing that tradition over there. Oh, yeah, no, that would have been crazy. Missouri puts a left tackle. I believe that's Books. First team All-American. Several All-Americans from Kentucky. Well, 2 of them at least. Both linebackers are All-American players. And both of them had the potential, more than likely, to come back next year. There's going to be a lot of XP into these guys. So 91 speed at linebacker is nuts. It's a lot of speed on that team. And shout out to Cody, the free safety, first team All-American. Second team, shout out to H-Town. We out here. Sade Hurst. Jarek Gibson, another Cody guy, makes All-American team. So there's 2 All-Americans for him. Hey, I mean, that tackle's probably like in the high 90s or something, I would think. Hold on. Yeah, 96 overall. That'll get you there. That'll get you there. 96 overall get you there. Arizona State, Dove is edge rusher. Guy at 15 sacks on the year. Second team All-American. Jaden Virgin Morgan. Second team All-American as well with Boise State, Wisconsin. I believe that's Ratchet. And that's his starting Sam linebacker, who's a second team All-American. He also has another linebacker and his corner, who are also All-Americans. Look like the linebacker's going to come back next year, too, both of them. So it's a good look. Either going to give him some NIL. Ty Bryant in Kentucky. And, of course, we got a kicker up here. Shout out to Buff Hansel. He got his kicker in the All-American team. Freshman All-American. Zamir Smith of Maryland. Hold on, let me check Maryland. I think you're blessed. This is Maryland. Don't quote me, but I think that is. It is. It's your blessed. Shout out. Rookie running back, freshman running back. Should be loaded with XP next year. I'm looking forward to seeing them out there. Terrius Favors. Good year for him. 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. A whole lot of speed. He should be a real demon next year for this man. Javon McFadden is a freshman on the line in Colorado. I believe that's Tiki Dev. And another guy for your blessed as on the freshman All-American list. Sean English, UCF. Senio, shout out to you, brother. You got one. He from New Orleans, too. Hey, we got a Louisiana pipeline. He going to the portal. We got to go get him because he going to have some XP on him. Braylon Womack at Mississippi State. Shout out to T. Barrett. Let's take a look. We can try to go through some of the conference ones, too. ACC. Probably going to see a lot more All-Americans here. Mike, you know the running back at Stanford is going to get totes 1,600 yards. And he looks like, yes, he'll be back next year. So I'm sure with that XP, this boy is going to be nice. Addison Nichols, all-conference right guard. Marquise White. You can't upgrade anyone. Oh, no, not the running back, huh? Oh, are you talking about the other guy, your guy? Gotcha. Jimmy Scott. Shout out to Pitt. H2O. Tavoria Tafidi. I hope I said that right. Congratulations to my man. Caleb Koss, part of the Final Four team there in North Carolina. They're Final Four in football. That's something different. You ain't used to that. Jalen Dye Sumlin. First team ACC All-American. ACC All-Conference, excuse me. You didn't get any? That's crazy. And John Love, the kicker, makes it second team All-American. Alberto Mendoza is the starting quarterback. Users, Evan Dickens. Who's this with Boston College? Was that zone dive? I believe so. Yeah, zone dive. Congratulations. Beastie Brody. Shout out my boy. He had North Carolina last year. Remember him. And doing all right with that young receiver. Well, he ain't that young. He's a junior. He'll probably be back next year, too. Second team All-American. Keith Govia. I'd love to see them linemen up there. You want them to get better. BJ Williams and Pitt. They should have a way we could separate. We could just, I don't know, like a screen that shows you how many All-Americans that each team has. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to ask for too much. Shout out to SMU. And the freshman All-American team got multiple user players on here. We're gonna look at the Big 12. My conference here, man. Shout out to Caleb Hawkins, great running back, had a monster game versus me. He had a big game versus us, a really big game, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 146 yards. Wasn't even his best game, but he had a huge game against us. Really good running back. What is he? A sophomore? He'll be back next year too. Or if not, well, he's gonna have to pay him to get him back. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look at that then. It definitely does. You're right. Joe Jackson, great running back. Another one that had a big game against me. Cam Perry, wonderful game. I'm shocked that Cam Cook guy is not up here for West Virginia. He was crazy good. Isaiah Williams, big season, like one of the tops in receiving touchdowns. I saw that earlier during the game. Garrett Oakley, another All-American for Kansas State. Williams should be back next year. With all those stats, he should be a lot better. Shout out Sade. Shout out my dog. Served a good watch, my boy. Caden Surratt at Baylor. And Marion Winston, James Williams. The user teams are pretty well represented. Avery Johnson, senior quarterback, big time player. Shout out Makai, my dog. Had a great year, 1,200 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns. I was giving his touchdowns away, 11 touchdowns, I'm sorry. 6 yards per carry. And 580 yards receiving to add on top of it. Duke Watson, good player. I think he had a pretty good game against me too, probably. we had trouble stopping the run. That won't be an issue next season, though, I promise you that. Wyatt Young at Oklahoma State. 800 yards on the year, 5 touchdowns. Dylan Wade, a good year, 670 yards and 5 receiving touchdowns on the year. So a couple offensive linemen up here. Brandon Mack, my pass rusher here. I think he had he had 10 sacks this year. Really good year for him. Hopefully he gets my draft stock up. LeVar Thornton Jr., big season for him at Baylor. Only had 1 interception, but must have played pretty well, not giving up a whole lot to make all conference. And Damari Henderson, 7 interceptions on the year. Big time year for him, for the senior there. Freshman All-American, shout out Keyshawn. He's still a young man that's building, getting better. But 23 touchdowns on the year. We threw some picks, but we'll be a lot better next year. We'll be better with him next year. Tavion Swift. This is when you're looking at the future of the Big 12, if they can be retained. A lot of good young players on these teams. Yeah, there's a lot of really good young players. Most of this is user guys. So this is definitely about to get wicked here coming into this next season, especially with manual progression. Big Ten, Dante Moore, of course, leading the way. Jared Gibson, Antoine Raymond of Rutgers. Shout out to Dame. The boy's a running back. He gonna get a running back out there, almost 1,500 yards in the year. And he's a junior. He'll probably go pro, more than likely. But if he can retain him, who knows? I mean, you pay him enough NIL, you might be able to keep him. Griffin Wild, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. Great season for him. First team all conference. Dorian Fleming. Sebastian Cheeks. Woo! It's a name, boy. Yeah, man. Whole secondary well, back half of the defense is mostly user guys. Our whole lot on the second team, freshman All-American. Not a ton of impact freshmen compared to what you saw in those other conferences here from the user standpoint. But Pac-12, one of the most interesting conferences. It's going to be all users here. Who got their guys up here? Except for the Utah State and the Oregon. So, well, Ron was at Oregon State, but top quarterback is Grayson Purden. Guy with no throw power whatsoever. 32 touchdowns on the year. You're 21 picks, though. Heisman Trophy winner, of course. And then Dylan Riley. Justice Lowe, superstar wide receiver. Yeah, well, a lot of picks thrown by these quarterbacks in this conference. 22 interceptions is wild. Hoss Haney is a freshman? Oh, yeah. Oh, look at his cap, son. That's crazy. Oh, you about to be straight then, Jason. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, man. Ooh. Stand by. It's about to get wicked out there real soon. And the running back's young, too. Yeah, guy. Well, he only had 100 yards. He wasn't really using him, but I'm sure he's going to get totes next year. It's a lot of Colorado State on this freshman All-American list, so I'm interested to see what next season looks like in this Pac-12. I know everybody's going to be trying to hightail it after next year, but we'll see. Yeah, Hoss Haney being a freshman is crazy. I wasn't expecting that. That wasn't on my bingo card. Alexander, Baxter, Harbor. Heavy hitters on this SEC list. Some real cold individuals. Missouri. There he goes again, Cindio, the tackle. Both of those linebackers that were All-American. So obviously first team All-Conference too. And shout out to B-Dot. It's been pretty quiet this cycle here so thus far. Hope all is well. Shout out to you, brother. Got a guy on second team All-American. Ahmad Hardy. Really good running back. He's probably going to go pro after next year, but really good running back. 97 overall is crazy. Nick Anderson, who was awesome today for this man. Second team All-SEC. Dylan Stewart, a freak. He'd probably be out of there. I doubt he comes back next season. Unless TM just pays him a boatload. Who knows? And Collins Simmons might be gone too, but Vanderbilt had the big man, 6'7", 350. Jesus, man, big as hell. A senior though, he'll be out of there next season. Another senior, really good player. He'll be missing next year. Freshman All SEC. 3, 4, 6. I've got a few users up there. Mississippi State, South Carolina, Kentucky, all with freshman All-Americans here. Yeah, everybody got a couple here in that tough conference. But I guess that's all we got right there. Just conference recaps again. Congratulations to all the conference champs, man. And all the runners-up, college football playoff participants. Let's check out some of these award winners. Rayshawn Luke, top player in the country this year. One likely early first round pick. Stats are just crazy for this kid. Almost 1,000. Well, he had over 2,000 yards from scrimmage. Same could be said for Cedric Alexander. Really good running backs here. Running back looks like the way to go to get on these lists. Maxwell Award winner. Walter Camp Award winner. Bear Bryant Coach of the Year. Didn't go to a user. Did we have any users even on the list? No. None of us were worthy. Any user quarterbacks on the list? Yep. Kenny Mincy. There's a reason why that he's playing for a championship. 41 touchdowns, only 6 picks. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Throw a lot of interceptions with him. Kind of knows where he's going with the ball at all times. The Bednarik. Cody had the closest guy there and nobody else. But CPU took home a few awards. Shout out to Marcus with the Doak Walker Award. Best running back in the country. TM with the Best Wide Receiver Award with the Litnikoff. Tavion Wallace, All-American Buckets Award winner, and an absolute dog. 91 speed. He's only a sophomore. He's going to be awesome next season. And then his backup, the guy that plays next to him is just as good. So no wonder they're playing one game away from him winning it all. But return award, the best return specialist, he's a starting running back. Heisman Trophy winner, return specialist. He did a little bit of everything. Sean Alexander Award, Hoss Haney, man. That blows my mind. I didn't know he was a redshirt freshman. He's going to have that guy pretty much for all the league. Well, at least until he leaves there. Paul Hornung Award, most versatile player, I'd say so. The kick returns. Spotlight on Rayshawn Luke real quick. 8 receiving touchdowns, 19 rushing touchdowns. Shit, man. Did he block too? And did he throw some touchdowns too? Ran 2 kicks back. Ran 4 punts back. Probably one of the most dominant seasons. Like, this shit was beyond Reggie Bush. Or beyond. that was a wonderful year. Like, this is a lock for the Heisman Trophy. I didn't know he was doing it like that. William Campbell, best academic player. What the fuck? Well, they gotta go on somewhere with that shit. But congratulations with Detroit and Rayshawn Luke. That's an all-time season. Like, that's a wonderful running back. And as we celebrate him some more, top award, Heisman Trophy winner. Let's see the whole list of awards from this year. 2-time National Offensive Player of the Week, 6-time Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Week, the Jet Award, the Heisman Trophy, the Maxwell, the Paul Hornung, Walter Camp, First Team All-American, First Team All-Big 12, preseason Second Team All-Big 12. Yeah, man. Well deserved. Good shit, brother. All right, well, looks like we till the final week whenever this game get played. Pretty sure the advance will be probably coming pretty quickly after that. And if the user, plays the championship pretty quickly after that, and then kind of go from there. But big game, man. North Carolina, Kentucky. North Carolina, massive underdog. They're the number 12 team in the country, 11-4 on the year. Kentucky only has one loss all season. It's high stakes, man. I'm interested to see how it goes. The number 2 seed versus the number 11 seed. Hey, I'm with you, coach. I'm with you, my boy. Oh, yeah. We can definitely do that. Well, yeah, man. Big game here. Light the chat up, man. Who you think winning the national championship? Who you got? LSU, Oklahoma, North Carolina? I can't go to recruiting, bro. Recruiting's not available. Yeah, recruiting's not available. Yeah, that shit ain't available. So. Good, yeah, man. Maybe the coaching changes. Like some shit like that. We could do that. Coaching carousel. Look at the guys who got hired. That's not what it. That's not the right thing. I'm stupid. Managed staff is where I need to go. Oh, that still don't show it. What is it about, like the coach move, staff move? Is that not available? Yeah, here we go. I don't think anybody fired their head coach. New school, Northwestern. The fuck is who's this? Oh, the OC. He got hired. Oh, ain't that some shit? Hired by another team. This ain't nothing. Anybody fire their offensive coordinator? Okay, Eric Morris is going to take over in South Carolina. CNO just hired Ryan Silverfield to be the new offensive coordinator there at UCF. Will Stein is moving on to Rutgers. Thomas DeCitro moving to West Virginia. Shout out to Tyler. Came a little late to the league. He'll have his whole season, first full season next year. Northwestern hires Scott Frost. Interesting hire, man. Scott Frost, a pro style coordinator. Crazy. Let's see. Let's go CPU. Crazy. Rich Rod taking over at Colorado State. That's not hard. Okay, cool. Colin Klein, former Kansas State quarterback. That's going to be the offensive coordinator for Terrence at Texas State. Ooh. And Sean Lewis taking over as OC for Tiki at Colorado. And Jeff Lebby takes over for, who's this? Baylor is Cooks, I think. Cooks, yeah. The Big 12 champion at this point. Maryland hires Mark DeZermo. I should know how to say that. North Carolina is riding with the new coach to call the offense here. It's Mark Carney. He'll start over after next season. He'll start next season. I'm pretty sure. Guess that's how that works. The other guy gets fired. It's an interim. No, yeah, I see you. Brett Bartolone is hired at Washington State. Adam Austin hired at Pitt. DC hires Kane Womack hired at West Virginia to be the new DC. A- prestige. That's nice. Level 30 recruiter. Elite recruiter. Nice. Kirkpatrick, talent developer. He has a pretty good tree. I looked at his tree. while we were out there looking. Pat Narduzzi, where was he at? Northwestern? Oh no, he was at Pitt. He was at Pitt. I'll take that back. DC for Colorado now. He's at Colorado now. Shit. Spencer Danielson taking over as the DC for Purdue. Shout out to Cody. Greg Schiano going home. He was the head coach. Now he is the DC for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Shout out to Dane. David Braun taking over as DC for Die-Hard at Colorado State. Shout out to Luke Fickle. Welcome to H-Town, brother. You know what I'm saying? Texas State, that is actually Bill Belichick. That's the Belichick clone. So shout out to Terrence hiring Bill Belichick's black doppelganger. Matthew Entz takes over at UCF, defensive coordinator. 335. Dave Aranda. Shout out to Dave Aranda, man. Goes home to Baylor. He was the head coach there, and now he's the DC there. Jim Moore is going to Kansas State. He's one of the guys I had my eye on too. He had a nice streak. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is Black Doppelganger. Tosh Lopey, Lopoi, all that. He'll be the new DC for Buff Answer, Washington State. Maryland hires DK McDonald as DC there. And I want to say that is all for the user. Oh, no, Pitt. Tyson Summers will take over as DC at Pitt. Looking forward to seeing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I wonder what his streak was like. What's the rationale on hiring this guy? Did you not just want to pay anybody? I'm sure. This is not Hart's old coordinator. But glad to see Tyson Summers bounce back on his feet after getting fired. You know what I'm saying? What else we got, man? I think that might be it. I'm interested to see what the top 25 looks like after everything's done. The final rankings here soon. Off-season schedule is going to be generated here soon. So one of my favorite times of the season, the off-season, honestly, bro. That's one of the most fun that I have in the league, especially with this manual progression. You can kind of tailor the team how you kind of want it. But shout out to everybody. Great first season. Good luck to Rod and good luck to Washington. I think it's T-Wash. I'm not sure what his name is, but good luck to him too. Definitely gonna have my eyes on that game. I think sometime tomorrow it'll probably get done. I don't think they were getting it in tonight. But good luck to you boys, man. Appreciate y'all watching. And, probably a few days from now, we'll be doing the beginning of the season pod, getting ready for year 2. Hopefully have a few of y'all on. Cineo, you should come on, chat it up with me, bro. You was in the chat the whole time. Next episode, man. Cineo. You know what I'm saying? Hop in the chat with me, big dog. You know what I'm saying? But talk to you boys in a little bit. Best of luck, man. Y'all keep gaming. And y'all be safe. I'll holler at y'all.